you've been wandering around the streets, you've been trying to find some sort of place, some home, some building, I don't know, what be it, you're just trying to find some lollies, right? Yeah, this is Halloween, you're trying to do some tricks, some treats, you're just walking along, you're the best of friends, good old Chris and good old Eric, the best of friends, and you're not really finding anything. You're trying to look around the houses, but most of them seem like the lights are out.
It's me!
Yeah, all the lights are out. I think you're a bit late for everything, but just as you go right around the corner on your good old street, you see this wonderful person by themselves. They're just having a nice good old trick-or-treating bit of fun, trying to find the best of treats and doing the best of tricks. Hey,
Lonely.
and you ask them to try and help you about. Well, you guys meet each other, and you ask this wonderful fellow that twitches by himself. He's just gone lone wolf for tonight. But you ask him to try and find out where the best place might be to try and do some trick-or-treating. Everywhere is closed. All the houses, even some shops you could use as a last resort. You're just walking around and you can't find anything. But, Phillips,
Yeah.
you know exactly where a fantastic place is. You've heard things about it. It's a very spooky place. It's, as you once heard, there was a man in this house. He lived there for many years, but one night he just vanished. One night there was just a loud bang. Everybody heard it in the whole entire neighborhood, but nobody could figure out what it was. People went investigating, found nothing except locked doors and broken windows. But you have heard that this place has a tendency to bring some attraction to it, some trading of treats for just, you know, doing some tricks, doing some fun stuff, throwing some toilet paper over some trees, I don't know, doing some rascal stuff, and they often like to give you some treats. It's a group of kids that's like to really screw around with the neighborhood. Now, you know that this might be the one last place you can find some delicious sweets and delights. So, you start guiding these other two gentlemen with you, since you're a little too scared to go alone. Now, you guys are all starting to talk to each other along the way. You can go for it.
Okay.
Say whatever you want to one another. Introduce yourselves.
Yeah. So, nice to meet you, Nathan. Wanna tell something about yourself? Because me and Eric have never seen you before in this location.
Yeah, we
Well, I haven't seen you guys yet either. But usually I just you know, run things my own way. Just, you know, lone wolf. Got nobody to mess up what I'm doing.
Well, now you do.
So you guys better not screw up too bad.
It seems like, yes, Nathan is one of the best people around the place. You've actually heard that there are some people that they sound like they're too good to be true on Halloween night. They get buckets full of treats and sweets. It doesn't even sound true, but somehow you've met one of them. This Nathan, you've heard rumors about him. But, of course, like he says, I think he likes to go alone, and there might be some background to that. Do you have any background to that, Nathan?
Yeah, like, used to run in a group, but somehow some of these delicious treats started disappearing along with certain members of the group. So at some point I just got sick and tired of it and just went off on my own, because ain't nobody gonna steal my treats.
Well, Chris, do you have anything to say? You've just met these. Met this one fantastic gentleman. He seems like an expert.
Chris, I'm sorry. Oh. Could you please repeat that, please?
Does Chris have anything to say? Greedy.
Okay, it's just sorry. Yes, I do.
Or is
I'm so sorry.
it just Nathan and Eric walking along the hallway while Chris or Greedy is just silent the whole entire time, just ever so often silently whispering to his good friend.
I think you might have messed up the names.
Yeah,
Eric is
Yes.
Oh right, yeah,
I'm Chris.
Nathan. Yeah, you're Nathan. Okay, yeah, sorry.
I'm Nathan. Greed is Eric.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, ding dong! Did you hear that? The
ding dong.
bells are ringing. You
Bye,
guys,
bye.
the bells are ringing, and I think it just hit midnight. Now this is when
Time to go to
people
bed.
have gone to bed, but not you guys. You're staying up a little later. You're trying to get that final chance and a delicious delight. You're going to find those treats. You're going to get bucketfuls, and you're going to be happy about it. You're going to be glad. You're going to try and go for the chances, even though you don't know what's to be right in front of you. What's going to happen? You're a little afraid what might just happen if you take the risk, but you're willing to go for it just to finally get some of those sweets.
Yeah.
But Eric,
Yo.
along the way, you stumble upon some place. Like you've gone around this neighborhood before. You've gone around the streets. You've been around a fair bit, like a normal person would. But you stumble upon a street that you don't recognize. It doesn't look right. It feels weird, and I think you look over there and you see somebody walk into this crooked, broken down house, and as Nathan here discussed, the house that he's heard about, well, it's got smashed windows and locked doors, and it seems broken down. Exact description of this house.
Huh.
Now, do you tell anyone, or
boring.
do you just wander off? What do you say?
Yeah. Hey, here, guys. There's a
Yeah.
house over
Yeah.
there.
Oh. Well, there's also a house over there, and there, and there, and there.
Yeah, but they're not
Good
quite
point.
as broken down now, are they?
Well,
So
correct.
let's see what it's about.
So,
Yeah.
do you gentlemen walk over to this weird, broken house that doesn't seem right? It doesn't seem right to you. It
No.
feels weird walking towards it.
Yeah.
Chris over
Gonna-
here doesn't really know what's going on. He's just gonna follow the guy west, being a bit like, oh, okay, it's a house, nice. So,
So, you guys getting closer to this house?
yep.
All of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, one thing that Greedy here made me remember, there is a dice rolling system command. So you can type dice and then 20 if you want something like a D20, or just dice if you want a D6. So everyone, I'd say Greedy go first.
Alright.
Roll a D20. D20 saving as you walk towards this haunted, creepy house.
Saving. Oh no.
Okay, Greedy, you got a 13. Yep, you're fine. You're all good.
It's unlucky.
You just walking around this house. It's another one. It's just another house. It's broken down. You've seen broken things before. Same thing goes with it. Just a normal house, right? Okay, Era, you go for the roll.
Who's Error?
Chris. Chris, you go for the roll. D20.
I'll do that.
You're fine. And Nathan, you want to go for it? You're all fine. You think this is just another house? It's just a broken house. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it might feel a little weird walking over to this place. It's just creepy, right? There's nothing that weird about it. So you're going over, and you also see that there's a gloriously gothic fence around it. It really shows there's something weird about this place here. It's like somebody built it to look broken. Somebody wanted it to be broken. The fences, the building, everything. It's just shattered, pointed, and sharp. It doesn't look very comfortable. Now, you look at the fence, and the gate right at the front, it looks a little locked. It's got a padlock on it. Somebody put that there. Who did it? Well, you don't know, and you're gonna have to figure out a way around it. What do you guys try and figure out? And keep in mind that the fences, they're a little pointy, a little jagged. You might want to be careful of those. You could take your chances, but that's up to you.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think Philip. So you're. Oh, wait, who's Phillips? I'm sorry. Nathan.
Yeah.
You're a professional. You know how to get into these houses. Help, please.
Well, I mean, the obvious choice would be to climb it, but if we could find our way through the fence somewhere, that would be preferable.
It looks a bit pointy though, so I don't want to climb it.
I'm gonna.
So I
for
feel like
me.
maybe we do like a round to see if the fence is broken somewhere, so we can slide ourselves in through there. Huh?
Is there a gate?
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a
There
gate,
is a
but it's padlocked. It's a little
Padlock gate.
blocked.
Guys, I have the best idea ever. Can you look for a little pointy piece of the fence, take it out, and just push it into the padlock?
What do you use to try and rip part of the fence off?
Well, I'm just
Brute
looking. If it
force.
is an old
Brute force
and
it,
broken
pull it off! Get it off! Okay, so
fence out,
all three of you go over to the jagged fence, try to pull it as hard as you possibly can on this fence. Now, please roll a d20, each of you. See how well you perform.
I feel like I'm just gonna stand and watch, because I know this is gonna work well.
Nobody is strong enough. You guys, I told you,
Oh my God.
nobody goes to the gym here. Even, it looks like, it feels like even with Nathan's help, it would have been a little too tough. Yeah, so you guys try and pull off the fence. You try your hardest. Hey, you know, Nathan's there. He doesn't care. He's sitting back watching you guys. He's chuckling a bit. He's laughing as you guys fall back onto your butts as you fail to pull it off.
Oh. Well, this old fence isn't old.
I feel like maybe we should do a round to see if the fence is broken somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds
I
good.
think that sounds like a better idea than this.
Sorry?
Basically, we're gonna do a round around the house to see if the fence is broken
Right.
somewhere.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to need you guys roll another 20 for whoever's looking.
I'm looking.
Oh,
Natural 20! Okay, well, Eric, you just look around. That's like the back of the house. There's a wide, gaping, open gap. So, how did you miss that? Well, you just found one. There you go. I mean, yeah, it's somebody looks like they've been there before. They've cut it open, but hey, it's an opening. You just walk right in. Now, do you guys follow along with him?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I'm not walking in. Hey,
Oh,
whoa,
you're not?
hold up there. I'm just gonna look for any pointy bits. To
You
go
just
back to
point
the
it
gate
out
and
and then
open
just leave them to walk forwards?
yeah, I'll go over there.
Oh, Nathan, the bravest of the bunch, of course. The lone wolf.
I'm just gonna stay behind and watch.
As Nathan walks through, goes over parts of shattered metal on the floor. He walks over, goes through the open gaping part of the fence. Yeah, just walks in.
Okay,
Yeah, it just walks in like it's a normal night.
Yeah, we'll follow it through.
Yep.
Alright, everybody following Nathan in?
Yes.
Well, okay, so you've all walked in, and it's, even though it was just an easy walk through the gaping gold fence, you just walk into the front yard. Yeah, easy. The house, yep, you've seen these before. They're slightly spooky, but it's a house. You guys notice something in the middle of the front yard. You didn't notice it before, but that's probably because of all the fences or something you didn't notice. Charge that fence. But you didn't notice it before. There's a fountain right there. It's not doing anything, but it looks like there is a very faint glow inside of it. What do you guys do about it? There's
I'm gonna run up to it.
You're gonna run up to it, okay. Well, you run up to
What's
it.
in the thing?
Alright, so Eric runs up to it, and do you look inside of it? Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it.
You're gonna look inside the glowing aura. As soon as you run up to it, it disappears. Something. It sounds like something scuttled away.
Oh,
The glow is now gone, though.
fuck that! I'm just gonna walk inside the house.
Yeah, okay. So Eric is just going right up to the front door. Do you just try and open it up or anything before?
I'll knock on the door.
You just calmly knock, or do you try and bash it down with your fist?
Bash it down with my fist. Like
Alright, roll a d20.
I'm just gonna.
Everything's
stay
pointy in
on the
this place.
place.
Well, okay, you're fine. You start hitting it real hard, but just as you're about to hit the door one final time, you just retract right last second. And you see there's a nail pointing right out of it.
Oh,
That could have been bad. You didn't see that. Yeah. What's up, Eric?
Is me and Nathan and me just standing here on the same location, frozen?
Well,
I haven't even gotten to the fountain yet.
Yeah, neither did I.
well, Eric ran over to the fountain and just went to the door. He didn't care about what was around him. He just went up, left, and over to the front door. But you guys can follow along with him if you want.
I want to check out the fountain a bit more, see what the heck was going on there.
Okay, you go over the fountain. It's just an old fountain. There's nothing there. You have no idea why Eric ran over to it.
So like, we're talking old, are we talking dusty or rusty or like what's the
Everything has chips and pieces broken. There are some vines scaling up its sides. It's not like a fountain would normally work. There's nothing going on. There's no functionality. It's broken.
Now it is.
Do you actually do that?
I really do that.
Okay, you do that.
So I go pee.
Alright, guys!
Alright, I'm
For
gonna leave.
absolutely no reason, you see that Chris starts peeing into the fountain.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna,
fountain works!
Somebody's fountain works, at least. Alright, so you guys just got half traumatized this gloomy night. And do you do anything else? You can talk away, ask one another anything.
So Eric,
are there any like ground floor windows I can look into?
Yeah, the windows are shattered everywhere. Like 80% of them are broken to pieces, but yeah, you can try and take a look if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Alright, so you go to check one of the windows. Will it be near the front door, or is it just one of the far ones on the left? Let's just say there are 3 windows each side of the front of the building.
I'll go for a middle one then.
Okay, you'll go for one of the middle windows. You try and take a peek through it. Is it the left or the right one?
It is whichever one I'm closest to.
Okay, you'd be
So-
closer to the left one. Alright, you go over, take a peek, try and look through the window. It's a little broken. How close do you get to the window? Do you really try and peek right through it? Get up to the frame?
Yeah, like I tried to sneak up to the window, like below the frame. And
Okay.
then, like, kind of peek over.
Well, just before you take a peek through the window, you notice there's glass shattered all over the floor. If you...
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna step on that.
Yeah, you should be a little careful about that. So do you try and walk around all of the shards of glass?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you walk around the shards of glass. Oh, wow, the clock's going off. You hear the clock, and it's a little frightening, to be honest. It's really dark out. But it doesn't worry any of you, and you keep trying to look around the house, keep your attention, and Nathan, you take a peek through the window, and you don't see a lot. It looks like a really big, empty room with just what looks like dust, webs, and just a broken chair right in the middle of it. Some other things might have been there in that room, but what's left is just a chair and webs. It's a big
Hey,
room though.
Nathan, what do you see?
Just a chair.
I run into the
chair.
door.
Broken chair.
Oh,
I'm gonna walk back to the wherever those guys are.
Okay, you walk back over to your group. Now back to Eric. You didn't hear anything from inside. You just knocked on the door really hard, and some dust came off the door and all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and jump into it.
You gonna do you get a big run up and sprint?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry guys. Uh-oh, yep, you're gonna be like that. Just okay. Well, Eric, you get a running start up, you go over to the
oh!
I was gonna get you to roll D20, yes. You got me. Well, let's just say you bash into the door, you go right through it, roll a D6.
Oh.
It was a big door. You're not that big of a guy. Alright, so you deal one.
Oh.
You got 6 and 6. Okay, so since it's the same thing, you deal 1 point of damage to yourself.
Oh.
Sad. Alright. You've done one goof, but you actually bashed right through the door. It's broken through. Quite. The hinges are just shattered. It's an old place, so
no.
it seems
Oh
possible.
no, what the fuck is this?
Oof. Oof to your health. Yes, you've broken through! You shatter the door, you shatter the hinges, metal goes flying, but not enough to do any damage. Not as much as the bashing into the door, at least. And so, you've gone right through, you land on the floor, and in front of you, you see a very, very dark room. It's pitch black. The only light is from the moon outside. That's it. That's it.
Huh.
But down the hallway, you can barely see a silhouette of some sort of stairway.
Guys, what is that? Guys?
Yeah, gonna check.
Oh, I'm not going to that creepy person there, whatever that is. I am just gonna go to the window,
Where-
try to find a pointy piece of glass and take it with me.
Okay, so, Chris, you're going to grab a shard of glass.
Yes.
You're just gonna grab any shard, or you're gonna be...
No. I'm gonna try to be safe. I would
Okay.
take like a big shard of glass with pointy bits.
Big shard. Okay, so since you're safe about it, you find a good piece, you handle it carefully, and you start trying to bring it over to the front door. Now, what were you after trying to do, Nathan? Were you going to check out inside, or was there something else that you heard?
No, I was just gonna try to have a bit of a closer look. from where I am at the moment.
A closer look on inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see a big hole in the door from where Eric went in. There's a big hole. I mean, half the door is gone. You're not a strong kid, but this is a really weak door. So it looks like somebody just frames a person for the door for some reason. It's like it's a way for a human to walk in something like a one of those kitty doors, or it looks like it's perfectly for a person. It's their shape, but you can't see anything from here. It's way too dark.
All right. I think I'm gonna follow the example of our dear Chris and find a nice shard of glass as well, just in case.
Do you just go quickly rush for one?
Yeah. I don't have any specifics.
Okay, so you quickly go for one, and yeah, you're fine. It's all good.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
So before we go, I see Eric just standing there, doing almost nothing, with
Well,
in his head.
Before you say that, do you have anything on your mind, Eric?
Besides a bit of wood, no.
Yeah, you've got a splinter in the side of your head. You twink that thing out. Oh, ouch! It was a bit of a pinch. But do you do anything inside?
No, I'll just follow them. Be moral support. I'll be like,
You walk back outside.
hey demons, it's your boy.
Okay, so yeah, you've got this gloomy front yard. It's big and open. You've checked out the fountain. You still don't know why Eric just ran over to it, but now you guys are walking in, and it is pitch black. Both Chris and Nathan both have a shard of glass, and yeah, they're ready to be doing a lot of the stabby, if necessary. So you guys walk in, and oh, it's dark. It is very dark. Do you guys do anything? And you notice that there is still that silhouette of some sort of staircase right in the back of the hallway.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and turn on my light.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, roll a d20. Eric. You forgot your phone at home. Oh well. You trying to reach for it, you try and grab it out of your pocket. Well, crap, you left it at home. What are the rest of you trying to do?
I want to look around for something that might catch fire to use as a sort of torch.
Okay. So there's a bookshelf near the front door, and there is a whole bunch of books. They look very, very old, and the pages are rotted, but there's still some bits of paper left, some pages. Yeah, there's flammable stuff there.
Nathan, I don't think that's a great idea. I don't want to set us on fire.
No, also it doesn't really work as a torch because the whole book's got burned.
Yeah. I do check for my phone though.
Okay. Well, you can go for a d20 if you want.
I will.
You lost your phone last week. You just remembered. Whoops.
My phone, yes, I don't have a phone anymore.
Good old accident-prone Chris. You were walking across a bridge last week, and then you tripped. It fell off, and you've never seen it. You've never seen it since then. It was a pretty expensive phone, Chris. Your parents paid for this with their hard-earned money. And you just lost it. Like, you've only had it for a month.
Didn't have like any legal papers to get something back in return.
Legal papers?
Well, I don't know how it's called in
Insurance.
English. Insurance.
That's it,
Yes. Yes.
Well-
Insurance.
You were able to get a Nokia phone back. Yeah, your parents, they don't trust you with that smartphone anymore. They gave you a pretty dumb phone this time round to see if they can trust you this time round. See how long you can
And
last with this
bring that
new
one?
phone. But yeah, you've got your phone on you.
Wait. Okay. So I put it on. I turn it around to have a little bit of light because it's a Nokia and they don't have flashlights.
Well, mine
We're
did.
gonna use the
So
light.
it's a modern Nokia, so some of them
Oh.
do have lights on them. You try and turn it on, but it is a very dumb phone and it has a very little light.
At least something.
It does something, but it doesn't do too much.
I gotta go.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna. This place looks spooky enough. I'm leaving.
Yeah. All right. Eric
Perfect.
looks. He thinks he saw a
Yeah.
ghost. He runs out of there screaming. He's
See
not
ya.
coming back. He's gone. He's out of here. So guys,
So Nathan.
it's just you two.
Well, now that I see
Hey.
that Chris has got his phone out, I'm gonna just quickly pat my pockets to see if I remember mine.
Yeah, you want to go for a d20? Alright.
Hey.
Okay, you don't have your phone, but you have a lighter.
Nice.
Oh. Nice.
You're a lone wolf, you're a dangerous kid, you've always got your lighter on you trust your lighter. But, again, like Eric, you left your phone at home. Oh,
Yeah.
whoops. Whoopsie daisy.
Nathan.
What's up?
Maybe we can try to make some sort of a torch with one of the books over there.
I mean, we could, but we'd need something, you know, the flame part. Then we need a part to hold because you can't hold the books.
Well, maybe we can look around if a piece of the door is still usable for that. Now it's broken in pieces over there, so...
Oh yeah.
Oh damn, the wind. That's loud.
Oh yeah, it's getting windy outside. Good thing you guys are inside. With
Wait,
with
the
a big
chair I-
gaping hole in the door, but still.
The chair I saw. What kind of chair was that?
It looks like it was made of some sort of cotton material. It's pretty old.
Would I be able to like break off a leg and use it for a handle for a torch?
You're inside, but you're not in the right room.
Right. Well, oh, yeah, something like that. Well, I think we should maybe just start exploring.
Well, alright. You both
So I'm
equipped
gonna
with
go
your
to
light
the-
sources.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to first room on the left.
First
I'm
room
gonna
left.
look out.
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna look at the books in the bookcase.
you go a little deeper down the hallway. You actually start getting closer to what you definitely can see as a big, fancy stairway. Well, this is a very fancy house by the looks of it. First glance, somebody rich lived here at some point or another. Now you start walking down the hallway. You see the stairs, and on your left is a door. Now, its handle isn't there. It's kind of missing. But you can try your luck. That's something. You can, think of some sort of solution if you want.
Oh, I have an idea. That's probably not gonna work, but still. I'm gonna go back to the main door that got, well, destroyed. And I'm gonna pick up, like, 2 small pieces of wood to
Okay.
use as lockpicks.
Okay. You grab 2 small pieces of wood from splinters from the shattered door. As Chris saw that Eric ran in, smashed through the door, got a splinter in his face, screams like a bitch, and ran away. That's essentially how that unfolded. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a small flashback of that happening when you pick up these two pieces. And I'd say you chuckle to yourself. This other guy that ran away, wimp, he's no match for your bravery. But you grab the pieces of wood, walk over the door, and you try your luck at trying to open nothing. Its handle's gone.
Right.
Yeah, there's no handle.
still have the-
There's nothing there.
Well, I know that, but the locking mechanism works with the thing the handle operates.
Yeah.
But like, there's nothing there. It's just a door.
Without
It's a
lock,
blank slate of a door.
so there's no lock on it.
No, no lock.
Okay, well in that case it has nothing closing it, so I'm just gonna push it.
It goes right open. Good job. you push it right open,
Right?
and you walk into. Well, do you go straight into the next room?
No, I'm gonna have a look from out here.
All right. Well, it's pretty pitch black, and it's seems like it's a big enough room that the light from your lighter isn't hitting any of the walls except for the door right next to you.
Alright. I think
Chris?
I'm gonna hold up for a moment and wait for Chris.
Okay, yep, Chris, you're standing there just looking and seeing that Nathan's doing all this stuff. Eventually, he's a smart guy and figures out he just needs to push the door. Do you do
Yes, he's a
anything
smart
else?
Guy, and he, yes, so there was a bookcase, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to look into the books and see from what data and see how old this place is.
The books, they're ripped to shreds. They're old.
Ah,
I
How
know
unfortunate.
even the spine of all the books where the title could be, it's all gone. It's all run down. But if you want to roll a d20, see if you find anything.
I
Okay,
do.
so you find one book, and it says something that the words are hard to read, but they're still English. It's still understandable. Hey, Eric, are you actually coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're coming back? Okay. So as you're doing this, you're looking at the bookshelf. Oh, you hear screaming outside again. It's Eric. You know too many times exactly what Eric's scream sounds like. He runs right back in, screaming what? What do you scream at, Eric? Something happened, and you look pretty scared.
Jesus Christ.
You saw Jesus Christ.
And I say,
Jesus Christ!
You just run in and say Jesus Christ? Alright, well, you guys see that Eric just runs right back in the hole of the door he made.
Okay, welcome back, Eric. It's good to see you. You alright?
yeah. No.
No? Ah, okay. Wanna tell us about it?
I don't know what happened.
Okay. Well, it wasn't Jesus Christ, I can tell you that.
Fair enough.
Alright, well, now that you've had your small reunion of confusion, you notice, Eric, that Chris is trying to go through this bookshelf right in the front, and he's found a book. He's started looking
He's
at
trying
it
to
before
go through
you
it,
ran
huh?
in.
Trying to go
And
through it.
sorry?
Yes.
He's trying to go through it, so I should run into it and go through it myself.
I really appreciate it, because I cannot read it.
No, you can read it. It's just very rugged. It's an old
okay.
book. It's the one book you found on the bookshelf that has readable words on it. It's not completely ripped to shreds like all the others. It's the one survivor. And also, Eric, you see a little further back that Nathan has a lighter in his hand and is right over at a door on the left, a little further down the hallway.
Lovely.
So, Chris, you have this book.
When I went home, I want to grab my phone.
Oh, you want this phone?
You didn't go home. It's like half an hour away.
Oof.
We've just been standing still for 1 hour straight.
That was your reaction when you forgot your phone. Like, you realised, oh, well, shoot, don't have my phone. Crud. But yeah, there was something. You got scared and frightened from inside. You ran outside, realised that you had no friends to help you walk back home, and you got scared and ran back to try and see how long you can stay in this house. So you went back into the house, and it's still just as dark. So I'm going to need you to roll a d20, Eric. Okay, well, you're getting manlier. You are growing up. You're less scared of this place than you thought. You were. You realize that it's not as bad as when you ran out before. Yeah, you're fine. You can get through this, but yeah, you're badlier. You can get through this, Eric. You can do this. You're going to be the manliest guy of this group. You're going to try and take that throne that Nathan currently has. But, Chris, that book that you have, you start trying to read it. And on the front, it's... You try and read it. It's a little difficult, but eventually you figure out that it says something about a sort of poltergeist of sorts. It's about this creature that often just haunts different places, different areas. To you, I'd say it's very unfamiliar. You haven't read books like this before. What do you do with it?
Please don't burn it, please don't burn it.
You yell out, please don't burn it, please don't burn it, to Nathan. Yeah, you've got the book in hand.
I'm gonna go over and see what that's about.
Okay, you walk on over, you get close to Chris.
I'm gonna-
Chris stumbles
I'm gonna
back a
say-
bit, a little afraid that you've got your lighter in your hand.
Yeah, on my way over there, I'm gonna say, so what did you want me to burn?
Nothing! But we found that book, wanna see it?
Sure.
It's about some bolter guys or something like that. Sounds like a recipe book.
So, any of this sound familiar to me?
Do you guys you haven't read books like this before? No? Never piqued your interest? Never heard of anything? Unless you want to go for the D20 roll. Well, maybe you've heard something.
Well, I don't. I know nothing about this.
Okay. Well, alright. So, Nathan goes for it. Okay. Both of you guys... You have... Yeah, you... None of you guys have any idea.
What's a book?
Yeah, it's...
Yes! Is this isn't for eating?
Is this the first time you've ever seen a book? You always just read things online.
Yeah.
Wikipedia for your assignments. And everything online. This is probably your first discovery of a book. But yeah, you've never heard anything about these poltergeists or creatures before. And by the way, this is just the front of the book. So you've got it in hand. You've read the front. Do you do anything else with it?
I gotta go.
You gotta go now.
Yeah, I just hate books so much that I just need to get that away of here.
Or maybe you like it so much and you're really scared that Nathan's gonna burn it. So
Yes.
you run out. You say, no, you're not burning this, and you run out. You book it. Pun intended.
Book it.
You try and run away, and hopefully you can probably read this in your spare time.
Yep. Well.
Yo, bye bye.
Alright, Sierra. Okay, so again, back to 2. Nathan, you're just... Why are these guys running in and out of this place? They are utter wimps, aren't they? They're getting scared of everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much.
Anyway, he ran out with the book. You've still got this hallway, you've still got a lighter, the only light source at the moment. And
Well,
Eric, you're also here, and you see that there's a bookshelf. You could look at anything else in the hallway. You see a few paintings, and you also notice that there's still that door that Nathan was trying to go through.
I'll run through that door.
You run through it again?
Yeah.
Alright, you run through it, and you push through this door, right into a pitch black room.
No, I jumped through it.
Since,
oh, no, the door is open.
yeah, Nathan already figured out that it's not locked or anything. It doesn't even have any doorknob on it. It's just a push open door. So, no need for a roll. You just push right through it. You thought you were going to be a big hero, bash through it like you did the front door. But no, it's push. He slams against the wall and makes a bit of an echo throughout the house. But, yeah, you just ran into a pitch black room. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna walk in there after it.
Alright, well, Nathan's right behind you. Walks right in, and you see that it is a room absolutely covered with webs everywhere.
Oh.
And right next to the door is a piano. Looks like the rest of everything. It's a bit broken. Little worse for wear, but not as bad as everything else. Do you continue on in the room, or do you want to take a peek at something?
Is there like any, like on the note stand of the piano? Is there anything on that?
Okay, so you look at the piano, and you see that half of the keys on the piano are missing. They're all gone.
Right. Okay.
Do you take a bit of a closer look?
Sure.
Maybe above it, underneath it even. You really look at this piano. You're interested. Why is this piano one of the less absolutely annihilated things in this building? So you take a peek. The keys are missing still, but you find one of the keys on the ground.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna pick it up.
And it looks like, well, have you used a piano before? I'll just, no need of for a roll. Have you used a piano before in real life?
Yes.
Okay, so you know where it goes. There are 5 keys missing, and do you try and put it right back into where it's supposed to go?
Yeah.
Slots perfectly in place. Like, it snaps perfectly. Makes a very satisfying snapping sound as it just smoothly inserts itself back into the piano. It's weirdly smooth. It's as if it was part of a puzzle, or it was some sort of key to this piano. But not really anything else happens. Still got 4 keys missing.
Okay.
Do either of you do anything else in this room?
I would like to try and press the key I just put in.
sounds like
See if anything happens.
sounds like what a normal piano would sound on that key. It's one of the
Alright,
lower notes, but
Nice.
yeah, nothing of the ordinary.
What note is it?
Okay.
I don't know, one of the lower ones. I don't play piano. I'm not a piano master. I'm the DM. But yeah, it just plays like a normal piano.
Alright. Yeah. Anything else in the room?
Okay, you start trying to look around the room. There are a few paintings on the walls, and there is another door.
Heading in which direction?
So you walked in through the front door. You went left, and it's left again.
Okay.
Guess I'll walk through it.
It won't budge. It's
I will.
not like
run
the first
through it.
one.
I'm gonna walk up to it,
Yeah.
and I assume this is with like lock and the handle stuff, right?
Yes, this one looks like an old door, but again, it won't budge.
Right. I'm gonna pull out my makeshift lockpick sticks.
Your sticks, your dual sticks. Alright, so you go for the lock, you try and wedge them in, you've just like a good old kid messing about on the streets. You're a little older, so you know some of your stuff. So you give it a go, and well, it snaps. Both of them.
Alright, fair enough.
They were pretty weak. It was from a very old, rotting
It was-
door.
Yeah, I mean it's from a broken down door, so it is what it is.
You try anything else, either of you?
I want to jump through the door.
You love doing that. Okay, you jump. You try and jump onto the door. All right, roll a d20.
Oh,
Right onto the door. Well, you just hurt your cheek a bit. It's a tough door. It won't budge, but you didn't
So-
hurt yourself too bad. It's like
Tougher than
a
a
small
front door.
scratch, maybe. Anything else you guys want to do?
I feel like maybe we should just go back to the hallway.
yeah.
Alright, so you go right back to the hallway, and after this has all just been a boring mess, you try to jump into an old rotting door. You go back to the hallway, and you notice that there is also another door on the other side of the hallway. On the right side.
Alright. Nice.
Do you do anything with it? Try and inspect it? Anything else in the hallway even?
I'll see if the other door is the same as this one. Just a push.
Yep, goes right open.
Nice. Well, ladies first. I say and gesture to Eric.
I wait.
You say, I know, gestures back. Okay, so do you guys walk in, either of you? Or are you just having a grudge?
I'm just gonna like pop my head inside, see if anything's interesting.
Okay, it's again pretty pitch black.
That's what I thought. Ladies first.
Okay, so do you start walking into the room?
Yeah.
Alright, so as soon as you start walking in the room, door slams shut, you get pushed out, and it shut you out. It's like a massive gust of wind just knocked you back.
Well then,
Huh.
I think it's time to do some jumping, Eric.
Yeah, I'll run into the door.
Okay, you run into the door, it pushes right open. You didn't need a roll.
No.
Pushes right open. And since you thought it locked itself and you try to go for a roll, you trip and fall over.
Oh, okay.
Face first into the front of the door.
Cool.
Nice.
Still pretty pitch black room though.
Well, I'm gonna walk on in as well.
Alright, you bring your lighter and you look around the room, and there's a green glow in the back of the room. Eric, you kind of... It looks like the same shade of green that you saw in the fountain outside.
Whack.
I'm gonna-
Run up to it.
You run up to it, you hear scuttle, and it disappears into one of the corners of the room.
What's down in that corner?
There's just in the corner of the room. There's just a small rat-sized hole. You would say, like, rats would probably have eaten its way into that part of the wall. But from what you know about rats, they don't glow, do they? You guys want to check anything else?
Yeah. Like anything stands out of the room? Any furniture, anything of the like?
Yeah. It's actually a little less like the other rooms. It's got a table. It's got chairs, old chairs, of course. You see that one has even one of its 4 legs snapped off and it's collapsed onto the floor. Yeah, it looks like a dining room. It's got a rug on the floor. It looks pretty furnished. Old, but furnished. And it's paintings on the walls again.
Do any of these paintings, like, are there any recurring paintings?
One does catch your attention. It's...
Yeah?
all the others, they're just like landscapes. You know, the usual portraits of some random miscellaneous item, maybe a pen or something. It looks pretty boring, but yeah, there's one that looks intriguing. It has that green glow on it again. Like it doesn't emit a green glow, but in the painting there is a room with the sides of the room with a kind of a gradient of lime green building into the shadows, or out from the shadows, I should say.
Okay.
So it just looks like an empty room with a green glow. Yeah, looks weird though.
Could it potentially be one of the rooms we've been in?
No.
Alright.
Not yet.
Okay. Wouldn't happen to find a piano key on the floor somewhere, would I?
No you don't. No.
Alright. How about doors in here?
There is another door, yes. And just like the other room, it is to your right this time. So it's curving back the same way, just the other side of the house.
Right. Well, I'm gonna try and check the door.
Okay, you try and check the door. Do you look at anything in particular?
No, I'm just gonna try to open it.
Yep, opens like a normal door. It's got a door handle on it. Yeah, opens wide open.
Alright. So where did that open into?
Where did it open into? Well, it opened into, you probably guess. It's actually I'd say it's a pretty dark room, but it's brighter than the others because this one actually has the windows from what you saw outside. It's on the right side of the house.
Ah, okay, nice. Well, I'm gonna walk on in and check it out.
Okay, you see that most of the windows are shattered, like you saw outside, and you see just like a few bookshelves, benches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody like storing things around in here. There's a bunch of plant pots which could have had some plants in there some many years ago, or there are also some bookshelves with, again, pretty tattered books. And it looks like it's some place where people would want to really stack up on their stuff. There are some display shelves on the walls, like where you would put up your prized catch of the day or something, or maybe some sort of prized possession. Yeah, it looks like a nice room to be in. Still really old though.
Yeah.
Anything specific to look at? Bookshelf, benches, displays on the walls?
Yeah, displays on the walls, and maybe a quick look at some bookshelves. But
displays on the walls. Nothing's on there. Looks all empty. But the bookshelf, you take a peek and roll a d20
alright.
for perception. Okay, yeah, all the books look pretty knackered, ripped.
Yeah.
But you do find another key from the piano. It's weird that it's in this room.
I'm gonna stuff that in my pockets.
Okay. Anything else you do in the room? Or, Eric, do you want to walk into the room or do anything in the room you're currently in?
Sure, I'll walk into the room.
Okay. You see the same things. You see a couple bookshelves, some displays on walls, empty ones even, and yeah, some benches.
Weird.
You see Nathan just wandering around, trying to take a peek at the bookshelves.
Anything interesting on them? Nathan?
On the bookshelves.
Shut the fuck! I'm not talking to you.
Me. Oh, thanks.
Anything interesting on the bookshelves, Nathan?
Didn't really find anything. It looks pretty old, most of it.
Yeah, he didn't find any books that could be readable. Anything else you guys do in this room? There's a shatter outside. Something happened. It sounded like glass broke, but on the left side of the house, it seems.
Oh. Should I probably maybe check
Probably
that
get out of here.
That
Out of
too,
this room,
yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Do you start trying to walk out of the room, or do you book it? Do you run?
No, I'm not gonna run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to sneak out.
You're gonna sneak out of the house entirely, or just the rooms into the hallway?
The rooms for now.
Okay. What do you do, Eric?
Follow suit.
Okay. So you both react, and you start going into the hallway, and you see that there is a broken plant pot on the floor. It's dirt everywhere, guys. It's a mess.
Huh.
Now, both
I
of you
assume
roll a d20.
A D20, you say?
Ooh.
Okay.
12 and an 18.
Yeah, you're both fine. It was a bit of a scare, but it's a plant pot. Not a lot to it.
Right.
Did you do anything else?
Okay.
Well, it was just a plant pot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I didn't see
Ordinary
any
old one.
plant pots when we didn't see any when we came in, though. Did we?
Did we?
Well, you didn't look for any. You didn't
Yeah,
even
true.
go to the stairway, did you? It's a whole
No, I didn't
stairway
go to the
right at the back.
Yeah, the stairway is after we check the rooms here. But I assume we've
gone through the rooms? There was one we couldn't get into.
Yeah,
But
there
there
was
were
one
other
you
doors.
couldn't get through.
Yeah, but no other rooms here, right?
That's it.
All right.
So
Well, then I suppose it's time for the staircase.
Okay, so Nathan, you start walking up the staircase, do you?
First I'm gonna try and have a look up the staircase to see
Okay,
if there's
take
anything that,
take a
you know,
safe
jumps out.
look up the stairs, and
Yeah.
the stairs. Oh, good thing you took a look before you went up there. A few of them seem pretty shattered, and you might want to be careful about this.
All right. Well, I am gonna be careful about it, but gotta get up there anyways.
Alright, you start walking up the stairs. You try and dodge a few of the broken stairs along the way up there. And then as you're walking over one of them, you think one's a little looks a little stronger than it is, but it cracks, it smashes, but you get your footing back up onto the stair a little further up. You just smashed that one, but you're fine. You barely got your bearings.
All right. I mean, I'll take it. And carefully make my ways onwards.
Okay, you get up to the top of the stairs, leaving Eric behind in the darkness, unless he
No
follows.
way. I'm following.
Okay, so you're behind him as the piece of the stair shatters. Do you try and get up there as well, or do you want to do something else?
I will definitely try to get up.
All right, you try and follow Nathan up the stairs. You try and see, testing your luck, and okay, so well, yeah, same case, but you didn't get your footing. So the part of the stair, it shatters. Oh, this is a terrible staircase. It's moldy wood. It's horrible. You trip and fall back down the stairs.
Great.
And you have a bit of a hard landing, so yeah. Okay, so it's a bit of a hard landing, and okay, that's 2 points of damage. Sorry. Oh, that really hurts. You landed on your arm a bit of the wrong way. It's a bit. You feel like you just had some sort of crack or shatter happen in your left arm. You landed on it pretty horribly right there.
Shit.
Ugh. There's no blood or anything, but other than that, after excruciating pain for a second, your adrenaline kicks in and you feel fine for now.
For now, I'm on 2 HP.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, that's.
Nathan, you see all this
That's
happen.
I mean, anything above 1 hit point is a waste. You know, you just need one.
Yeah, keep in mind you only have 5 health.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's also a fear system. You have 10 points in that, so you can get pretty scared.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys do anything?
I will get back up and get back up the stairs.
You try. Okay, you try and go back up the stairs, see your luck, and you're a little more careful this time. You know from experience what the rotten steps look like, and you make your way successfully up the stairs this time. You're fine. You're good. No, it's all right. I mean, I've got to point out, you hurt yourself even worse falling down the stairs than you did smashing into the front door. You landed pretty harshly.
I must have fallen down a few stairs.
Yeah, you got halfway up like I'd say a meter of stairs, meter high. You landed backwards onto your left arm, and it wasn't very. It wasn't a comforting feeling when you landed.
Ooh.
Alright, so both of you are up the top of the stairs, and you see that there are two directions. There's a left and there's a right hallway.
Alright.
I'm gonna
So,
flip a
what do you
coin.
think? Left or right? Sure.
Should
You gonna roll for it?
flip a coin, heads or tails?
I'm not sure if that works.
Okay,
Heads.
heads it is.
What did you choose as
I never
heads?
decided.
1 is heads, 2 is tails. So heads or tails?
Tails go
Roll-
right. Two is tails, and that will be right.
Then we're going left.
Yes, so we go left.
Alright. So you start going left, and Nathan still has his lighter. Thank God it hasn't blown out from some weird wind. Good thing that it wasn't Nathan that ran through that door and then just like smashed into it, breaking his lighter or anything. Yeah, hopefully that didn't happen. Yeah. So you go left down the hallway on the second level, and you notice a lot of boring landscape paintings again. It's the same ordeal. You see some drawers though. Yeah, they're old drawers. You've got what looks like some broken parts of the drawers, but also right at the very end you see that there is a doorway.
Okay.
So in this narrow hallway you've got a bunch of paintings. You've got this shelf with a few broken drawers, a few what looked like functioning ones that would look fine, and then you've got this antique door right at the end of the hallway.
Is there anything in the drawers?
Okay, so you try and check through the drawers, and you find a key from the piano.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So, Eric, you have no idea what this is.
I mean, it's a piano key.
Yeah, but why? What is it for? You have no idea. But yeah, you find this piano key. Yeah. Did you say anything?
Lovely. Yeah, I found this whack-ass piano key.
Oh, hey, yeah,
You have
we
any
need
ideas?
those. Yeah,
Shit,
there's...
really?
Yeah, there's piano where those fit in.
Sweet.
So if we manage to find, what's that, another 3 of them?
You need 2 more. You notice there are 5 missing.
Yeah. So another 2 of those and we have all of them.
Okay. So, yeah, you've taken a look at the drawers and you found a piano key. It's a little weird, and good thing Nathan knows his stuff here. He knows what it's for. But you also still have this door right at the end of the hallway.
Well, let's
I
get
think
to
we
it.
know what this calls for.
Another broken arm.
I'm
Yes.
gonna get down into it.
Hey, Era, welcome back. Are you actually coming back to join again?
I'm eating my noodles at the moment. But
Okay. Alright, you can stay and listen if you want.
Yeah, I'll just listen for a moment, then maybe jump in if it's still going on.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to me kill myself.
Okay, so
Ooh.
Eric charges for the door. He tries to ram into it and roll a d20. Alright, so you absolutely destroy this door! It looks like it would have opened quite fine. Yeah, the way you hit it, but holy crap! As you ran through this door, it smashed into the side of the wall as it opened, shattering into pieces. There's barely a door anymore. There's maybe some wood barely hanging on to the hinges, but yeah, there's not really a door. Not much left. You've shattered into a room with what looks like a green glow again in the corner of the room.
I approach it slowly this time.
Okay, you try and slowly go over to the green glow, and you start getting closer. It's a pitch black room, so actually I'm going to get you to roll a d20 again.
Oh.
Okay, so you think, well, you're gonna be fine. You're walking through this pitch black room, but there's an interesting glow on the other side. You walk on, you start slowly walking over to it, but luckily enough, since you're walking pretty slowly, just before you feel like you're about to stumble over some uneven piece of wood on the floorboards, you right yourself up and are fine. You don't make any sounds. Yeah, you're all good.
Huh.
You continue your way slowly over to this green glow, this unusual anomaly in the corner of the room, and it looks like, well, it looks like some sort of rodent. It does look like it's a glowing rat, if I'm honest. It's odd. It's what you would describe as is essentially a glowing rat.
Huh.
Do you guys do
Am I
anything?
Close enough to touch it?
You're, I'd say, 5 feet away from it. You're pretty close, kinda, but not close enough to touch it, no.
So if I were to jump the 2 meters and grab it, I could?
You could try for it. Yeah, I'd say you could try. You wanna roll d20?
Don't.
This thing's mine.
Okay, so
Oh.
you leap for it and it scurries barely out of the way. I'm sorry, it's a quick rat, but it leaves a just before you get up and see where it went. You see that on the floor where it was sitting, where the wood, it seems rotted. It looks like there's a stain unusual to the rest of where it was. You can still see a bit because of the glow that's just coming from the floor from where it left from, but that's all you see at the moment. The rest of the room is pitch black.
Huh. Yeah.
Do you do anything more, or does Nathan jumping in?
Yeah,
Here's
I
a
wanna get in
ruckus. Something slammed onto wooden boards.
Yeah, I'm getting in there.
Okay, you go into the room and see that for some reason Eric's just lying on the floor looking at something. You're a little weirded out. Why is this guy just laid out on the floor? And he looks very, very interested about this thing over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly approach him.
You slowly approach him, a
You
little
okay
little
over
weirded
there?
out.
You okay
Yeah.
over there?
Yo! There was like a glowing rat thing. It was
Glowing
weird.
rat.
Yeah. It's like a glowing rat.
Right. Yeah. And with that, I'm gonna just casually start going over, looking at something particularly interesting on the other side of the room.
Okay, well, you start going to the other side of the room, away from this weird fellow, looking at the floor, and you see that this room is full of webs and bookshelves.
Okay.
Stay away from the books.
I'm gonna No, I'm not gonna.
Okay, Hitler.
I'll check out some of the bookshelves, see if there's anything interesting.
You instantly find that there are some books that are very readable.
Very readable.
Yes. Like
Okay.
they look unusually modern.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab one of them. See what it's about.
Looks like it's about weird anomalies and realities in the world. It's like weird things that have happened nobody can explain. Like some creatures, they seemed larger than the normal. Yeah, like larger than the norm in their natural habitat. Weird things that nobody has an answer for, that makes no sense. This one thing is different from the rest.
Right.
Do you continue trying to read this book, or do you look at something else?
Sure. I'll flip through a couple of pages before I put it down. See if there's
Okay,
anything.
so the first page shows contents. Reads about how there's been this unusual sighting of some creatures running around in the jungle. The people that wrote this book completely unsure what it is, and yeah, they sound like when writing the book they were very afraid of what it was. Unusual.
Right.
About this sighting and very confused about it all, but yeah, they have absolutely no idea, and the writing itself sounds scared.
The wooden. You said there was a table of contents.
Um,
wouldn't have.
this room, it's only got bookshelves and cobwebs.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So there wouldn't happen to be anything in the book about glowing rats or anything of the sort.
Not this book, no.
Okay. I'm gonna put it down. Just yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Not really relevant what's burning around in the jungle.
You put down the book, and there are still a few other books that look fairly readable.
I guess I'm gonna go through them.
Well, before you start going through some more books, Eric, do you have anything you want to do while he starts reading away?
What else is in the room?
Bookshelves and cobwebs. That's it.
Bookshelf.
It looks like a library.
I'll look for a book.
Alright, so you try and look at one of the other bookshelves, and you find very ripped to shreds books. They're a mess. It's like the first one in the hallway downstairs. But do you want to try and see if you can read some of the front pages of one of the books? Roll a d20?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just read it. Yeah, you can read it. It's just like, it's similar to the one downstairs. It's about ghosts and poltergeists. It talks about the weird occurrences in houses, often, usually, in what people just say nowadays as the typical thing as haunted houses. Houses that are usually haunted by these creatures and unusual things. Yeah, there's, if you want to continue reading the book, you can go for it. Don't want to do anything else with the book?
What else do we have?
The rest of the books they're all ripped. It's pieces of paper that looks like they used to have writing on it, but it's gone so rotten and old that it's just tattered and worn to disrepair.
Right, then I'll put it down and just walk off.
Alright, so Nathan, you want to go back to reading? Or do you want to try doing
Sure.
something else?
I'm just gonna like have a quick look through the books. If anything pops out, I'll read more. But if not, I'll just.
Alright,
move
so the next book, again, it looks pretty modern, and like I'd say early 2000s, so fairly modern-ish, but not so modern that it looks like it's brand new. So you look at this next book, and it looks like it's about extermination of house creatures and rodents. A modern book. It's a guide.
Okay. Anything? Well, getting rid of animals. So I assume they have an entry on rats, because those things you want to.
Yes, they do have a page all about rats.
Just gonna have a quick look through that.
Okay, so
No.
it's the usual thing about rat poison, rat traps, how to prepare them. It's a guidebook. It's how to get rid of them.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna put it down then.
All right, you put it back down onto the bookshelf, and then as you're putting it down, there's another shatter somewhere in the house. Sounds like it came from the right side again, but it's downstairs.
Huh.
Let's go check on it.
All right, so do you go with him, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, you go together, leaving the room, and you see there's the other side of upstairs. There's the other hallway on the other side of the top of the stairs, but there's like the same stuff over there. There's some drawers, there's some paintings, and there's a door at the end. You see all this just as passing by. Do you continue along your way, or do you want to go that direction?
What do you think?
Again, you hear another shatter on the right side of the house. Downstairs. It's a big shatter this time. It's like something was pushed over some wooden reverberation around the house. And at the same time,
quickly
multiple
come down there and check it
things
out.
shatter. So, do you go downstairs?
Yeah.
Alright, so you start going downstairs, and you forgot about the broken steps. So, guys, both of you roll a d20.
Oh, he's gonna die now.
Hey, guess who's dead?
Oh. Oh no. Oh,
Okay, so, Eric,
No. Oh no.
you are fine.
Oh.
It's a little easier to see things when going downstairs, and it's a little easier to make your way downwards and upwards. So, you're fine. It's okay. But, so, well, Nathan,
That sucks.
yeah, so you absolutely forgot about this, and in a hurry started rushing down the stairs. And yeah, you completely forgot that some of the steps are a little broken, a little rotted, and you step on one of those, you trip, and you fall flat on your face. And you take 3 points of damage. It was a hard landing. You not only okay, so it was so horrifying that you landed on your face that you're horrified about it. Well, you also get 2 points of fear. It was a horrifying experience. Your face. You don't want things happening to your face. It's your beauty. It's the most important thing in your life here. It's your beauty is on the line. You're horrified at the same time as breaking your nose. Ooh, it was a bad fall. But
Yeah.
what do you guys do now?
I'll help Nathan up.
Okay, the one that safely made it down the stairs. You try and help Nathan up. You see that he's got a broken face, a broken nose. He's traumatized about it. He's not happy. He's like patting around his face. Oh no, my face, my beautiful face.
Hey, you're fine.
He's just horrified. What do you guys want to do?
Drag him back off to the noise.
Alright, so you, Eric, you heroically and quite, funnily enough, just normally make your way over, having a big old grin on your face, knowing that this guy it's a horrible mess up there. It's horrible, and you just find it a little funny. But yeah, Nathan, he's not happy about it. He's making his way over there, but he's not having a good time at the moment.
No, I'm not.
Alright, so you've made your way over to that left side of the house door, that first door. It's the same side of the house where there was that room that you couldn't get into. Do you make your way into that room, or what do you guys want to do with it?
Yeah. I'm gonna stomp on through the door.
Alright, as you stomp through do you, like, kick it? Do you try and kick it down?
You know what's gonna happen.
Do you...
Yeah.
Okay, you kick the door, and
No,
just like
I
before...
run through the door.
Well, okay, let... Roll a d20. Screw it. Okay, well...
I also leveled up. Does that mean anything?
What do you mean?
I leveled up.
Oh, yeah, right, on this... Okay, so... I'll say, since you leveled up, to your next roll, you get a plus 5
Ooh.
to your next roll.
Oh.
Okay?
Ooh.
But okay, so you kick the door, and it just slams wide open. Makes a bit of sound, not too much. But something that does make a bit of sound, there's somebody yelling outside.
Okay. Does it sound like... what is it? Yeah, what does it sound like?
It's very far away, but you can hear it, and it's getting closer. Somebody's yelling.
Okay.
Not in fear, but in a way they just... regret. Or of yelling in regret.
Are they yelling anything specific?
Too far away, you can't hear them.
Okay.
But you definitely know it's outside.
Alright.
Guys, you want to do anything about it? I just want to ignore it and continue
walk up
on
to
your
a
way
window.
into the room.
I'll walk up to a window and check it out.
So you're going to go to the right side of the house and look out one of the windows? Or the front
Yeah.
door?
The front door.
Yeah, it's basically been made a window. But okay, so you look out the front door and you see there is Chris. He's running back. He's yelling out some stuff. You can hear him now. Yeah,
So,
Alright.
you can hear him yelling in the distance. You saying anything specific, Chris?
Jesus Christ!
Okay, you hear Chris saying "Jesus Christ" in the distance. He's I'd say a few houses away, but you can hear him yelling loud and clear. And he's making his way over back to the house. Do you wait for him, or what do you do about it? He's taking a bit of time to get over here.
I'm slow, so...
we know you're slow.
Did we manage to get that door up?
Yeah, oh, you mean the one Eric just kicked just then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just got pushed wide open, made a little sound when it hit the wall. Not too much.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna go into that room.
Okay,
And
so
then I'm gonna...
Eric has run over to the front door, and you don't know what's happening. You heard the yelling, but from what you heard at the start, Eric, it was just faint nothingness of a yell. You couldn't really decipher it. So that's all you're hearing here, Nathan. But you okay? So you make your way back into the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
I wanna see if I can get that door up that wouldn't open before.
okay. So you walk over to the door by yourself, and it looks the same, but do you want to roll a d20?
Yep. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh no.
You are blind,
back to
and
back.
it looks the exact same.
Back to back fumbles. Let's go.
The door is the same thing as you saw before. No changes.
I'm gonna kick the door.
Okay, it kicks wide open.
Hey.
Nice. I'm gonna take a step inside with my.
Alright, take a step inside. The room is full of a green glow. Like, it's
Okay.
not just a corner of the room. All the sides of the room have a green glow.
So this would remind me of the picture I saw earlier.
No, not exactly, because this room has windows. It still has those shadowed windows. It's got a green glow all around it, and because of that, and also because of the moonlight, you can also see that chair you saw before.
Ah, I see. Well, I think I'm gonna go and investigate the source of the green light.
Alright, so you just walk over to one of the lights around the room.
Yeah, carefully, but yes.
Everything scutters, and a ton of the green glows start heading in your direction.
Ooh.
Well,
How
in
do you
that
react?
Case, I am going to head in the opposite direction pretty quickly.
Do you just run? Get out of there?
Yeah.
Do you just run into the next room, or do you go to the hallway?
I go to the next room and then slam the door behind me.
Okay, you go to the next room, slam the door behind you, and as soon as you do that, you hear a bang on the other side of the room. It's as if something just punched, like some guy just wailed into the door. And that feeling, that shock of that wooden door reverberates, and you feel that punch just a little bit. It hasn't pushed you back, but you've still got the door locked.
Right.
Do you keep holding the door, or do you want to try and do something else?
I'm gonna move. What's next? The hallway? I think I'm gonna move into the hallway and do the same thing. Slam the door.
Alright, so you go into the hallway and try and close the door with no lock, which is all good, but you hear there's another bang on that same door. It sounds like something's shattering off the door. It's not a big smash as if it opened just yet, but it's breaking to pieces. It's not gonna last.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout at Eric.
Yo.
Yo, Eric, shit's happening. Get out.
I'll walk over. What up?
In the next room, something smashing down the door.
Can I get in there?
Yeah.
Timothy?
Do you want to go in there?
Yes.
Okay, so you push open the door because it's one of these doors you just push open, no lock, anything. And as you go in there, the door shatters into a million pieces. It smashes open, and a huge amount of that same green glow pours out of it.
Ugh. Ugh.
I'm gonna yell at it all.
You're gonna yell at it? Okay.
I'm gonna be more threatening than that.
You stand your ground and you begin yelling at this mysterious glow, which I'd say, wouldn't you suspect that it's the same as the rat you saw upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a swarm of glowing radioactive rats. No, well, not necessarily radioactive, but they sure look it. Okay, they start charging towards you. Do you continue to hold your stance and start yelling, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep screaming at him.
Alright, while you're yelling at these rats, Chris has gone close enough that through the window outside on the left side of the house, he sees that there's a big green glow, and he hears the ruckus. The yelling, the smashing of wood, and just, yeah, he hears it all. What do you want to do, Chris?
Wait.
Chris? Oh, Chris is stood still. He's frightened. He's afraid of what's going on. You right there, Era?
Hello?
There you go. Okay.
No.
What?
Give me a second.
Yes.
Give me a moment. Rhythm is screaming in my ears.
Okay. Hey, he's frightened for a moment. Well, while he's a little frightened.
Okay.
As soon as he stood there still, frightened, seeing what mayhem was unfolding before his eyes, he snaps out of this state and runs right into the front yard. What do you do?
First of all, I'm gonna see if I can see Eric or Nathan.
You see neither of them, not even at the front door.
Do I know they are still inside or not?
You saw Eric at the front, and then he went back in.
Then I'll scream, Eric, everything alright?
Or, you also hear some yelling. You don't know who it is.
Oh shit, I'm gonna go do the yelling and see if everything is alright.
Okay, so do you take tippy toe steps over to it, or do you rush to their aid?
I take out the glass object I had in my backpack.
Yep.
And I just run at it. Just run at screaming.
Okay, you run towards the house. You jump in through the front door, and you see that there is actually Nathan's glowing grace of his lighter still there. You can see both of them right at that door on the left side of the hallway. And you also see that Eric is yelling his guts out. He's oh, something's got him angry or upset, scared, something. You don't know.
Nah.
What the fuck, Eric? Are you alright? What is happening here? Guys?
They are still there, right? I can still see the glowing rats.
Yeah, they're running towards you.
Can I see them or not?
No, you're it's still in the hallway.
Get over here!
You should yell, "Get over here, you rats! You little bastards!"
No, I'm yelling at Chris.
Oh, okay. You yell at Chris. All right, Chris, roll a d20. Chris, roll a d20 to see what. Oh, what's up?
That's an internet connection right there.
Yeah, maybe.
Hello?
Hey, okay,
Hello?
Chris.
Hey!
Eric yells at you to get over there, and you need to roll d20.
Yeah, can someone roll for me? Because it's really annoying to do all on my phone.
Dice.
Die! Yes.
All right, so you're fine. Yeah,
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Hey,
are you gonna listen
so.
to him and run over?
I'm gonna listen to them and run over.
Okay, so as he's yelled you over, at the same time also still instantly right back to yelling at whatever is in that room, we see that well, I'd say Eric and Nathan see that half of the rats have scurried back to where they come from. The other half, they're still going to your general direction and sprinting hard.
Alright. I'm gonna grab out my piece of glass, and I'm gonna... Well, they come at us, so I'm gonna go at them with my fancy piece of glass.
Okay, do you charge forward?
Yeah.
Okay, you charge forward! You bring out your piece of glass. Roll a d20 because you, when you grabbed the glass the first time, you didn't, you weren't safe about it. Yeah. Okay. You take it out of your. you take it.
A 1 and a 2.
You quickly, hastily, and so quickly, like you know how knives work. You take it out of your pocket as you would a knife or some sort of sharp object, but you weren't so careful in grabbing it the first time around, and it has a few too many points for your liking, and it jabs your hand, and oh, it hurts a bit, and no, it doesn't hurt that much. It's more of a prick. Your hand gets cut a tiny bit, but not as bad as you would think a piece of glass would cut somebody.
At least
Right.
it's not the one.
But in the process, you drop the piece of glass and it shatters.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Good.
I'm not
Yeah,
charging them.
you bring out your shard of glass, cut your head, it shatters, and then you stumble a bit backwards, realizing that your weapon just got destroyed in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, since Chris... Oh, there we go, Chris, you're back. Alright, Eric, what do you want to do now? You just saw your friend lose his weapon and cut himself?
I'm
The rat's
gonna
still charging.
run at the rats.
You're also gonna run at the rats. Okay. Okay, so bare hands, you're gonna run after them?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, is there a table? next to me or anything?
there's the piano on your right.
Ooh,
It's a piano though.
piano chair.
Yes,
Is
there
there a chair?
is a piano chair there.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, you try and pick it up. It is very heavy. So try and roll a d20.
I won't try. I will.
Okay, you certainly will, and you do it. You, by yourself, somehow, surprisingly, the adrenaline's going through your veins, and you pick it up. You bring this up, and you've got it in your hands.
And now I'm gonna run over to the rats and start beating them
You start charging towards them, and what?
like a good father.
What do you actually? Like my father. Well, okay, so you have your big piano chair, but what do you exactly do with it?
I'm just gonna run at the rats, just charge at them, and squish them all.
Do you throw it, or you just try and slam it onto the ground?
Slam it on them.
Alright, so roll a d20 to see how many you hit. Okay, so you slam it down and you hit it so hard. There's one rat left. He's just it's guts and blood and green goo for 14 rats right there on the ground underneath this chair. There's one rat left. Excluding the others that ran away.
Nice.
But this rat, just like the rest of his companions that just got absolutely mauled by a piano chair, he's also a brave one. And he leaps at you and tries to bite your hand. He successfully gets there, but
Hell no.
try and roll a d20 to see if you get him off you.
Fuck out of here.
Okay, let's just say no, you don't. You don't get this rat off you. And he nibbles on your arm. Ooh, it hurts. But
Good night.
you're still here. He did rip some flesh off, but even though how weary you are, you eventually get him off your arm and he slams onto the floor, splatters. Not like a normal rat, it's as if it was made of goo. It splattered that easily.
Heh.
It was a very fragile rat, it seems like. But you have 1 health left. Though I will say that, okay, from the victorious and faithful move, actually, no, I need, yeah, I think it was so heroic that with Nathan right behind you, he got a little less afraid. He was just that victorious right there. You took him down with your own might and strength. You took some wounds, but you got through it.
Hell yeah.
Now, it was a bit of an interesting battle, and you don't see any more of the rats. It's a bit of a battlefield with guts and green goo everywhere. And it's a little more of a concentrated goo than what you saw upstairs when the other one ran away. These guys are splattered. They didn't just leave the spot. Alright, so you three gather together in battlefield, and yeah, what are you gonna do here? You wanna say anything to one another? Or just
Welcome back.
take a
Chris.
peek around?
What's in the room?
Oh, there's that piano and not much else. Just a lot of cobwebs, really. Oh, and also a bunch of splattered guts and goop.
Right. I'm gonna go put the key on the piano.
Okay, so you have a key, and Nathan also has a key.
Yeah, I'm also gonna pop it in.
So you both try and, well, of course, Nathan knows all about the piano, so will you hand him your key?
Sure.
Okay, so you give him your key, and he tries to slot it in. Slots in
Yep.
perfectly, exactly where they're supposed to go, and it's the most smooth and satisfying placement of the keys, right where they belong. And nothing happens though.
No, we still need 2.
Also keep in mind, there are splinters and bits of wood from a pre-existing door all over the floor.
So guys, what the hell's going on here? I just got here. What?
Okay, yeah, Chris walks around behind you guys. And you see a ton of green goop and rat guts all over the floor. And right next to Eric, you see that he's got this piano chair splattered with the same guts, blood, and goop.
My ears, the pain. Stop with them. Okay. Hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Can you please repeat that? I may or may not have crashed again.
Okay, so as you walk into the room and see these two guys, it looks like a horrifying battlefield of some haunted creature was in here, because you see glowing green goop and guts all over the floor, splattered. There's shards of wood and a carcass of an existing door all over the floor. The one that used to just not be openable is now all over the floor in many millions of pieces. But right next to Eric, you also see there is a piano chair covered in the same blood, guts, and green glowing goop.
Okay, who the fuck is gonna explain all this shit? It's gonna
See,
be
there
Eric,
was
isn't it?
there was a problem at the Mountain Dew factory.
Ah. Okay, yeah, sure.
Chris, you want to make a d20 roll? See if that's convincing enough.
I do. Eric, please do D20.
Alright, I'll roll for you. Oh, never mind.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll roll again, just me this time.
Hey, I rolled first.
Fine. Okay, you got 11, and well, yeah, it wasn't convincing enough. He's dead lying. This guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, Eric, he's clearly lying. He's not one to break the rules all the time, so he's not really used to doing it. Oh, you're a little quiet.
And can I take out my glass shards and just say, okay, what happened here?
Oh fuck! All right.
Yes.
You're a little startled there, Eric.
There were these crazy rats, and like they were glowing. So I killed a lot of them with this chair, and I lift up the chair.
After that, Mountain Dew.
Oh, you spoke for a second then, and then went all muffled.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
And you think I believe that? After the Mountain Dew story? I can close with my...
Alright, well, you want to roll? I'll roll another d20 for you, Chris, to see if you believe it.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, it still seems unlikely because you've never seen something like this before, but you feel like he's not lying anymore.
Okay, Eric, I push you with my... This really happened.
You're a little muffled at the moment.
Okay, Eric, I push you with my whole heart.
You're very
This
quiet.
really happened.
Oh,
Good. I'm happy.
That's...
there you go.
Yes, okay. So, Eric,
I heard.
I didn't.
I think I believe you. It's... You won't lie to me, would you?
He
Of
just
course
did.
not. I was just joking around.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you? You just did right then, right to your face.
You wouldn't lie to me twice, would you?
Of course not.
Okay then. I guess I'll just believe it. And where did they come from?
Good question, Nathan. Where'd they come from?
They came from that room in there past the locked door.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see that there's a smashed door over there and a trail of green aura coming from that general direction. So it looks just about right.
Sure. Okay. And I thought this book was weird.
Sorry?
What?
And I thought the book was already weird.
No, the book doesn't come close. But, when you went away and left these guys, I will say that you took a quick read of that book, and you read that there are types of poltergeists, some creatures, these ghostly forms of other animals and kind of reincarnations that aren't of the mortal plane.
Okay. Do I tell this information to them?
If you want.
I do want though.
Okay, yeah, you guys hear about all this, and yeah, it's a little weird. But from what it seems, these rats, they did have a weird thing about them. They, like what you saw, Eric, they splattered a little too easily.
Huh.
They're pretty fragile.
Whack.
Yeah, do you guys have this chaos in this room? Do you want to walk around and check something out?
I asked these guys from where have we been? Have you guys been already? Anything interesting happened before this?
We've basically covered the ground floor. Yeah. Then we've done a little bit of stuff upstairs.
Okay, I'll just follow you guys then.
Yeah, watch out up the stairs though. They're a bit fragile.
A little.
Okay.
No.
No.
Fine.
Oh,
Be
yeah,
fine.
Chris, you notice that after he says, be careful of the stairs, they're a little fragile, you notice that, Nathan, his nose is a little bent. And you also notice that Eric's arm is a little bent.
Ah. Okay, so that happens.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened.
Okay.
You're just playing cool here.
Yep.
But as you guys are just talking, you still hear some sounds in that room where those rats came from. It's not shatters or reverberation of something slamming onto the ground or anything. It's just scuttering around.
I will peek in.
Okay, you peek in. There's no green glows anywhere, but even though you don't have a light just as Nathan does, you don't have any source of light. You still have the moon from outside, the window glowing and peeking in through what remains of the windows there are. So you can still see a tiny bit, and from what you can see, there is a chair in the middle of the room. It's just an old chair.
I'm gonna sit on the chair.
You sit on the chair, and it collapses. It just breaks. You want to roll a d20 for me?
No.
You're fine. It hurt a little bit. You bumped on the ground. It was a pretty weak, fragile chair, but nothing really came from it. But you do realize that the legs of the chair were chewed out a tiny bit.
Huh.
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 Alright, okay, also give me another d20. Let's see if you notice anything. Okay, you notice another key to that piano. Right in the remains of the chair.
Nice.
I grab the key.
P key. You grab the P key, and yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else in this room. You've just broken the one thing in this room. It could have been a very expensive antique chair, but nope, it's shattered. It's gone.
I doubt it. This house is pretty shit.
Though you two guys, Chris and Nathan, you both hear this shatter. You don't know what happened, but you hear it.
Well, I'm gonna rush in there then.
Well, you, you just see Eric laying on his butt in a pile of broken bits of wood.
Get out of there,
I
you
just-
fat fuck.
Wow, fat shaming much?
Oh.
I'm gonna
Well, I wasn't the one to break the chair. Come on.
I'm gonna pick up one of the broken pieces of wood.
All right.
Yeah, and pocket that.
Okay, you pick up a reasonably sized chunk of wood. Not too big, not too small. You fit it right comfortably into your pocket.
Cool.
Nathan,
Yeah, what's up?
we can use that piece of wood to make a torch.
We could? Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully.
No, you just gotta get some stuff to put on it. That
Well,
can
we
be-
have the book.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to go get a book and put it on one of the sticks or remains around the room, you can try and see if you can find a big enough stick. You want to give it D20?
Sure. Tim, D20.
Alright, yeah, you find a good stick. It's not too bad. It seems like it's suitable enough. You've taken a big chunk of what remains of that door. It's one of the sides, the frames of the door. It seems like a big chunk.
Yeah.
Little pointy though.
Ouch.
Okay, what
And
do you
I
want to do with
think
it?
the book that I stole. And
Sorry?
I used the book that I stole a moment ago.
The poltergeist one.
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to do with it?
Well, I want to use it as a. I'm gonna take out the papers, put it on a non-pointy side of the stick, and try to make a torch in that kind of way.
The non-pointy part of the stick.
Yes.
What are you going to use to stick it on?
What?
You
I'm
should
sorry.
use the point. You should just use the pointy end and just skewer it.
Ah. Maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the pointy side.
Okay, you scrunch many of the old rugged papers and put it into a ball, a nice condensed ball, and then you jab it onto the sharp end of the stick. It pierces right through quite nicely.
Nice. I just look over to Eric and say, "Need light?"
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
I
so
give him.
what do you do with this homemade torch? Quite literally, homemade. You use the door.
I ask Nathan for the lighter, of course.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna
Thanks.
light it with the lighter.
Do we need to roll D20 to light it or something like that? No.
All right, yeah. If you want, you can set the papers ablaze.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Alright, you try and set it ablaze. It takes a bit to take light, but in a big blaze, the fire has risen onto the stick. It's part of the stick, but not burning the handle just yet. It seems okay. It's holding steady. It looks like the paper won't last too long, but it is spreading some big amount of light in the room. You can see a lot.
So what can we see?
Okay, you can see tons of cobwebs. You can even see the spiders, black spiders, redbacks, all crawling around the room on the ceiling. But not only can you see the piano and its two missing keys, but you can also see that underneath one of the cobwebs right in the corner of the room, there is a small drawer.
A small what?
Small what?
A small drawer. Like it's not a shelf. It's just a drawer that has been taken out of a shelf, kind of thing. It's just
What's in it?
just the drawer just there.
I walk over to see what's inside.
All right, you take a peek, and all right, you look inside. You try and scavenge a bit, and well, let's just say that you just that I don't know why it's here, but it was taken up from some room. But have the other guys heard that you just found a drawer?
They have. They see it.
Do you guys look over while he's walking over there and see the drawer?
Yeah.
Sure.
It looks like from one of the shelves upstairs. But inside, Chris, you find some bandages.
Oh.
Ooh.
They look good right now.
I
It's
think you can use these.
it's a small raffle of bandages. It's not too much, but it seems like it would help somebody. Just one person, it seems. It's not too much.
They would.
Okay, guys, play rock paper scissors and the winner gets it.
You're right. Who's on 1 HP here?
That would be
All right.
I throw them the.
Rock paper scissors.
No, that's a joke, guys. I think Eric needs.
Alright, so do you hand the bandages over to Eric?
I do. I actually help him with the wounds.
Alright, Eric, roll a d6.
You better not roll a 1 now.
Bam.
Okay, you heal 1 point. You heal 1 point. You better not run a 1, mate. Oh, well.
You cursed me.
Jinxed.
Tim, is there another bonus for me helping out, tending the wounds?
Yeah. Hey, what about that +5 to my next roll?
Alright, that was with the piano.
Fuck.
Piano chair. Well, you would have still made it, because I think you rolled a 15, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So you got a 20, but it wasn't natural. So
But I did
you're
help
fine
out
with
tending the wounds.
you're fine with the chair.
No,
But
Chris helped me. Did
none of you did any necessarily heroic acts because Era had not really anything to lose.
Well,
Era,
excuse me.
Yeah,
Eric's my best friend.
yeah, Chris had
Sorry.
nothing to lose here. I'm sorry, you had full health and everything. there was no predicament, I'll say.
Okay then.
But you did help your friends, and that could be a benefit later on. You feel
I will remember
a little more heroic,
Hey.
just a bit. So
I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. I'm gonna make a milkshake.
okay.
ooh.
Well, do you other two want to do anything at the moment?
I will gleefully exclaim, I'm on 2 HP.
3.
Same.
Oh wait, no, 2. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, we're both on 2.
Yeah.
No, gee. He has 3 HP. Totally.
I took 3 damage in 1 hit. Actually.
Yeah, it was a bad tumble.
Yeah,
You landed on your face.
you know the natural one has to happen.
Okay, so anything else you guys want to do in this room?
No.
The weather is starting to build up outside, though. It's
I
getting a little
think we
windy.
haven't been upstairs to the
To the right.
left, to the right.
To the right.
Yeah. So I think that's where the last key is.
Okay. you still have that key you just found, Eric, on you? You want to?
Right, why do we need these?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll put that on the piano.
Okay, you try and put it in the piano, but you have no idea what you're doing. You just try and slot it in one of the two spots.
Hey, Nathan,
Okay, you call him over.
where,
Oh,
where does
yeah, I
this
got you.
key go?
Okay,
Right here.
he puts
Right.
the key in the right place, and again, it is perfectly inserted. It's the smoothest. It's the satisfying click that makes it. You have
Yeah.
one key that is still missing though. And again,
Yeah, so I'm-
nothing happens.
Why do you need them?
Well, I assume something happens if we collect all of them.
Well, we aren't in a horror movie, so why should something happen?
But what if it is?
Yeah, you've just been going through this whole adventure, you put all the keys in and
I mean,
just play a
did you see
piano.
the instructor over in the corner?
Sorry?
I mean, this is a horror movie. Didn't you see the instructor over in the corner?
Ah! Hello, John!
Alright, so you still have one place to explore upstairs. Do any of you guys want to try
Upstairs
going
to
there?
the right.
Guess we're on our way upstairs.
Yeah.
Now, the stairs for you two, the stairs are dangerous, but Eric and Nathan have been through it before, so
I will
you
guide
both
Chris-
make it up there nice and sound.
I will guide Chris up.
You try. Okay, that's actually support. All right, so Chris, do you try and make it upstairs?
I'm sorry, but what did Nathan say? Just didn't hear it.
They're going up the stairs. Are you going to follow them?
I am.
Okay,
I
well,
don't know,
Eric.
I don't want to.
Eric wants to help you up because both Eric and Nathan have dealt with this stairway and its rotten steps before, and they know a little more about what you need to do. You know, try and not step on this shade of brown step. It's and they know to not. Yeah, they know to not done goof on these steps because it would be pretty bad. So Eric tries to help you up. I'll roll a d20 for you, Chris, and since it is an advantage, you need to roll twice, and you'll choose the best of the two rolls.
Okay.
Okay, you got a 9.
I got a 9, and I got a.
Okay, you make it up nice and easily. Oh, thanks to Eric. Oh, you thank him so much. You nearly tripped, but then he, just last second, he grabbed your arm and he pulled you right up with him.
I said, oh, thank you. Thanks, Eric. Thanks a
You're
lot.
welcome. You're welcome.
Alright, you're all up on the second floor now.
Yeah, then we're gonna go to the right.
Yes.
Alright, you start going down to the right and it looks exactly the same as to the left, except that drawer, it's got, well, I mean, that table or that like the shelf has one drawer missing.
Did anyone
Right.
pick up the drawer?
Hey,
That's
I
where you found
remember
the
that one.
bandages.
Hey,
Hang
I
on a
remember
second,
that drawer.
Hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna go back across to the other side. Right?
Okay.
I'm gonna check the drawers.
Alright.
To see if the other side has some interesting stuff in those drawers as well.
I've already checked them though.
Yeah, Eric already
Yeah?
checked them. He calls out to you before you go over there as you're telling them your glorious idea. And he exclaims that that's where he found one of the piano keys. He
Oh,
checked it all.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Alright. Let's
Yeah, just
proceed.
like on the other side, there are also some paintings, landscapes, you know, all that jazz, and there's also that very antique door right at the end of the hallway.
Well, we know what's gonna happen.
Guys, let's stay away from that door. And let's just gonna get that drawer downstairs and put it in there. Maybe that's an idea? If we are in a horror movie and stuff. Well, I'm not going downstairs because I don't trust these stairs.
I will go down and get the drawer.
Okay, so who's going downstairs?
I will.
Right, Eric, you try and go downstairs. You may hit down there. It's much easier going upstairs. Even then, you're getting pretty good at this. You're knowing each way to get down and up these stairs. Oh, you're the master of the stairs at the moment. Okay, you make your way down the stairs and you hear some footsteps.
What?
You hear some footsteps on the right side of the house.
Is that near the drawer?
No, it's the other side of the house.
I am a run to the drawer.
Okay, you book it towards the drawer and you pick it up.
And then I'm a run back.
As soon as you start running back, you can barely see anything at the moment. You're lucky that there's that door open. Like, there's the front door open, giving a tiny bit of light, and then there's also the windows from the left side of the room, giving somewhat of a tiny hint of light, because that door's been smashed open and there's some light pouring in. So you can barely see anything, but you eventually make your way and pick up the shelf. But as you turn around, even though it's really, really difficult to see, still see a silhouette pass through the hallway.
I scream.
Okay, Chris and Nathan, you both hear Eric screech.
I think we need to go help him.
Actually, before you do that, Eric, roll a d20.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh, no.
I mean, even though there was a huge screech, it was just the initial fright of something being there. But you're fine at the moment. You realized that you can keep your composure. You can do it. You see it. Something
I've got a
pass through.
shank in my pocket.
You do still have that piece of wood, yes. But, okay, Chris and Nathan, what do you guys do?
I still have my torch, do I?
Yes. Still lit.
So, lit, nice, cool fam. I told Nathan, let's just get to them. So, we go to them.
Okay.
We go do the help.
Alright, so... Chris? Are you going down first?
No, no, no. I'm waiting for Nathan. I'm gonna follow every footstep he said.
Alright, who's going?
Nathan?
Can I see where he is from the top of the stairs?
He's in one of the rooms. Or are you talking about the shadow?
Yeah,
You haven't
Well,
seen
I
that
don't-
yet.
either of them really. But I can't. He's in the room. Okay.
You just heard a
I'm
scream.
gonna slowly walk down the stairs.
Yeah, you're gonna take your time. Well, you have no problem getting down the stairs. You're getting just as good as Eric. Chris, roll a d20.
But I was gonna follow every footstep he's going. Okay, I'm fine.
You're fine though. You make your way down. You did follow his footsteps quite well. You nearly missed one of the steps, but you made sure you got back on your feet, right on the same track as him. So you both get down there nice, safely and slowly.
Maybe we should take the elevator next time.
Yeah, in this place. Oh, there's elevators everywhere.
So, we're downstairs?
Yep.
Can we see them now? The torchlight?
You don't see anything in the hallway, and Eric is still in the room.
I run
What?
to the room.
Okay. Eric, you see Chris run into the room with you. Light in hand.
What up?
Ah! Oh, hey, what up, guys?
Everything alright? You are fucking screaming out loud.
Yeah, can't you see that thing over there?
No, it passed through the hallway.
There was a fucking
What thing?
creepy ass thing over there. Saw like some dude walk past.
Do I believe him?
Do you?
Yes, yeah, you do. He looks very,
I
very
do.
afraid about what just happened.
Damn, dude.
Well then let's get where we came from and get out.
What did you come? You came for candies.
Which I am convinced is
I
in
want
the
my
gap.
candy.
Where's my candies, guys? You're risking life and limb. Literally, limb. Eric,
Nose,
you.
just but one piece of candy.
But okay, so you found him, and he seems okay. He's had a bit of a fright, and he says that something passed by through the hallway.
Alright,
The fuck?
let's find the last key so we can get a candy and get out.
I
Yeah.
held Eric get back up.
Sorry?
So Eric is on the ground, right?
No, Eric's standing.
Ah, okay.
He's got the shelf. I mean, he's got the drawer though. He's got
I
a
held
big
with
shelf. Oh, he's a
helping-
strong boy.
How's the shelf? Because I don't know how big the shelf is, but I help him.
The shelf is pretty small. It's from one
Okay.
of these drawers upstairs.
Then I'll just give him a shelter bed.
I mean, no, it's a drawer. It's from one of the shelves upstairs. Other way around. Yep. But yeah, it's pretty small.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I just give Eric a shelter bed and you alright, mate?
Yup. Shit's
Okay
scary.
then. Just remember the candy.
That's your motivation. Okay. Nathan hears that, and you're not at all afraid anymore, Nathan. You guys are dedicated for those candies. That was
Yeah.
that was a motivating little speech. You might not consider it as much, but Nathan remembered what the mission is, and none of you are afraid at the moment.
Hell yeah.
Let's get that fucking candy, guys.
Yeah, where's my fucking candy?
And then upstairs,
Okay, holy
all
crap.
of you hear somebody is walking up there.
Oh, hell no.
Oh hell yes, he has candy, guys. He's the one giving us the candy.
Alright,
I bet he
I'm
does.
gonna pull out my fucking shank.
Okay, you've got your shank and you've got the shelf. You can hold one in each hand. They're
Yeah,
light
like,
enough.
One's a shield, one's a sword.
You awkwardly hold your drawer in your right hand or your left hand. You hold it up as a shield, ready to charge forward. What do you guys do now?
I give my piece of glass to Nathan and says, you can use this, mate.
All right.
Alright.
Okay, you
Yeah,
take
I grab
his shard of glass, which actually looks a lot tidier than the one that cut you earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm professional glass cutter.
You professional glass picker-upper. Alright, what do you guys want to do? You heard that there's some steps upstairs, and it sounds like somebody with boots or something. Somebody's walking on the wooden planks up there.
Let's go. Not
Yeah.
much to do. Let's get this drawer in a.
Okay. Well, you guys start trying to head up the stairs, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, so all of you now know these steps a little better. So You make your way up the stairs, all carefully, one at a time. And who went first?
Me.
Okay, Eric. You look to your right, and from light bouncing off Chris's torch, you can see that right around the corner, that same shadow, that silhouette, walks into the room on the right. He opens the door.
You motherfucker.
What? Me? What did
No,
I do
not
now?
Not you.
There's a silhouette.
Ah.
Well, I don't know if I see the silhouette or not, so.
Okay, the rest of you follow up and are right behind Eric.
Yeah.
So, what happened?
Eric got up the stairs, and only he saw from light bouncing off your torch, Chris. He just saw the same silhouette he saw before walk into the room on the right upstairs.
But I heard him call me a motherfucker.
No, he called the silhouette.
Yeah,
Mother
but
effer.
Yeah, I
Sounds
heard motherfucker. So.
Yeah, you heard Eric say mother effer to something. You don't know what though. This under his breath, motherfucker, no bastard,
Oh no, I exclaim it.
motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Okay, you hear Eric say that, and the rest of you follow up.
Okay, where, what, when, and how?
Yeah, what do you guys do?
Well, let's just go for it.
Door is closed at the moment, by the way.
Well, then
Eric.
open the door.
Yo.
Do your magic.
Okay, Eric,
Alright.
you are currently holding your drawer and your
I will
wooden
put
shank.
the drawer back into. I'll put the drawer into the thing.
Into the shelf.
Yep.
Does nothing.
And then
Oh.
you know what time it is.
I do. Somebody's breaking their leg.
I get down into the sprint, like starting a sprint
Okay,
position,
you get ready.
and then like a bullet from a gun, I sprint at the door.
How fast of a bullet? Oh, a pretty quick bullet. You slam into the door and smash it off its hinges. This time, it didn't shatter. It was a pretty beefy door. It smashed off its hinges and slammed onto the floor. You're standing still right in the frame of the doorway, but you can't see anything inside. It's pitch black.
You guys got a torch?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Chris, I'll need you to roll a d6. So I'll roll that for you.
Yeah, I'll do my magic to roll a d6.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the torch is still lit.
Oh,
Nice.
oh.
Oh, damn.
It's all good. Still lit. But you do
Nice.
notice
Not
it's
bad.
running thin.
Okay, guys, I don't think I can hold the torch for that much longer. I'm just gonna stay safe, okay?
Okay.
All right. What do you guys do?
First.
Into the room.
I actually got a smart idea, guys.
That doesn't happen often.
I go look at the door and see if I can take another stick of it.
Oh.
The only the hinges shattered. The door slammed onto the ground.
I'll just pick up the whole damn door.
Use that as a big shield. It will be your right shield. Charge forward. You want to try that? Go for it.
I asked Nathan. Nathan, didn't you have like a piece of wood left?
No. Eric
no.
had a bit of wood.
Eric, I'm sorry, wrong person. Eric.
Yo.
Do you still have that piece of wood?
I do.
May I use it for another torch?
I suppose.
You look at it and it's half the size of the torch you were using.
Ah. I just give it back. Never mind. Not gonna.
Never mind. You hand back the little stick Eric has, and Eric in reply says to you with your big torch, somebody is is making up for something. Okay, what else do you guys want to do?
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
I feel like we should just like enter the room.
I'm doing it, Phillips. Give me a moment.
He's taking time. He's coming up with another plan.
No, I'm just doing some out of this world stuff.
Oh wow.
Alright, well I'm gonna enter the room with my lighter.
Alright, Nathan, you walk in and you see there is a window at the end of the room.
Damn it!
And some silhouette, a humanoid figure is standing there looking outside of it. You just see black though. A black silhouette. I'd say for this kind of situation, roll a d20. See if you get scared. It's pretty horrifying.
Can I just scream, Candy?
No. You scream candy, and then the silhouette moves and shudders out of reality. It just dissipates. But
I rolled a 10.
Nathan, that was pretty
Yeah.
spoopy. That's too spoopy. Uh-oh. Well, okay, roll a d6. See just how scary. Okay, so that is +3 to fear.
Yikes.
That was pretty spoopy, and the candies didn't help, unfortunately. It made it a little worse, probably. But it looks like the figure dissipated, or just for a second, as Chris yelled out candies. The second you looked back and looked, it looked behind you and looked at the door, and then you looked back, it was gone.
Wait. I did the wrong command again, no. I know it hasn't worked.
Okay, what do you guys want to do next?
I want to have a quick revamp on what happened.
Nathan just saw a black silhouette standing right in front of a window, a humanoid silhouette, and then you screamed out candies. He looked at you guys, looked back, and the silhouette was gone, and he was very spooked.
Okay. The fuck?
Thanks for saying candies.
So, guys, did we get candy? Anyone candy?
Like some candy.
You don't have any
I will
candies.
Walk into the room.
Okay,
Yeah.
Eric, you walk into the room with Nathan. You
I'm
just
gonna
see the
check
window.
For,
Anything
I'm
else?
gonna check for what's it called, a piano key somewhere.
At the moment where you're standing by the door, it's like the other side of the room of where the window is. It's a little bit away.
Yeah.
It's like the distance of those 2 rooms downstairs, but just 1 room. So, you guys want to do anything else?
I do.
What else is in the room? Sorry?
You currently only see the window. It's just a very big room, so
Do
the
we
light
have
isn't
a
getting far
torch?
enough. Chris currently has the torch, and he's not in the room.
Chris, get in the room.
Yes? Okay. Give me a moment. I get into the room.
He's getting-
Literally walk into the room.
Alright, you walk into the room. There is enough light, but just before you see much in the room, any of you, I'll get you to roll a d6.
Me?
Yep.
Oh no.
Your torch runs out.
Hey guys, look! Oh, nothing.
You're kidding me.
But, Nathan still has his lighter, so you still have a bit of light.
Yeah.
It's just not as powerful.
Maybe we do need to make that mini torch for a little while. This is the final room, right? As far as we know?
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
Okay? You guys do anything else? So far
Just
it's
gonna
just pitch black.
investigate the room.
Alright, so, do any of you walk up to... Well, it would have to be Nathan, but do you walk up to where the window is?
Sure.
So you've got the light. Okay. So, you walk up to where the window is, and on the ground you see a knocked over mannequin.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a knocked over mannequin where that silhouette was before. Do you do anything else around the room? Check around? Interact with anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna check around and hopefully I'll see if I can find
Okay,
mannequin.
it looks like some sort of storage, an attic maybe you think, and there are boxes everywhere. Spider web, spiders, just a whole mess of things. Stacked, piled everywhere.
Spooky.
Spoopy.
Since you both say that, roll a d20.
God damn it.
What, you found it spoopy? Oh,
Not spoopy,
I'll roll
it's
for you,
spoopy.
Chris.
I'm
Alright,
gonna go to
so
bed and take a poop.
both of you,
Okay,
yeah, it's not spoopy enough. You can deal with this. You feel a bit of a cold chill down your spine, but it's nothing enough to stop you from your adventure for candies.
Okay.
You do see that the mannequin is... Well, it has its arm missing, its right arm.
So I'm not gonna come close to that mannequin at all.
I will walk up to the mannequin.
Okay, what do you do with it?
I will like move it around, see what it is.
Okay, you start moving it around, and out of its left hand, a piano key drops.
Found the key.
Let's get as fast as possible out of this room. I don't want to know anything about this room.
Right,
Yep,
it's just...
back
Okay,
down
is
the-
everybody in the room?
Yes.
As soon as you start walking towards the door, well, the broken door, it flies back up into place and shuts.
Fuck this shit.
As if it reversed time back to its original position.
Hell no.
Eric?
And
Yeah.
all of you, roll a d20. I'll roll for Chris.
Yes, thanks.
Okay? I feel so sorry for you, Nathan. Or Philps. It's just your rolls. Oh.
Man.
Okay, so
Fuck.
okay, so both Eric and Chris, they're fine. They're stumbled back, just surprised. They've reacted to it. But Nathan, you're a little more horrified about it. You stumbled back in fear. You let out a little meep, and yeah, it was decently horrifying. You get +1 fear.
Great.
The candy.
The candy method doesn't work, but you do currently have a closed door for your exit.
Eric.
Ugh. But the door doesn't open the other way. I will try
It's
to.
big and it's okay.
Okay, what do you guys try to do with the door?
I will try to open it.
You just try and open it normally?
Yep.
Opens right up.
See, I told you.
Aww.
What if I told you it opened right up the other way too?
Then I will.
Because you smashed into it.
Does it open up the other way?
Yeah, it opens both ways.
I will close the door.
On all of your friends?
Take a step back. And run into it.
Okay,
Nice.
prepared and knowing that it isn't just budged in place. You're a little more ready for this door. But roll a d20, please. Don't roll one, please. Okay, so you smash into it and you're fine. You're prepared for this door. Yeah, I mean, it smashed all over the floor. This time it didn't just knock over. It splintered a bit, as well as knocking over. But yeah, yeah, you feel a little bruised.
Can I use any of those splinters to make a torch?
They're very small splinters. he didn't hit it too hard.
Eric, can you run it again and again and again? I just want to get a torch.
Guys,
What? What?
Hello?
what do you want to do?
What?
You've got the door opened, smashed in pieces.
Back down to the piano.
I mean, I feel like we should go downstairs and add the last key to the piano.
Alright,
Let's just go downstairs and at the last key to the piano.
who's going down the stairs first?
I
will go.
I would say Nathan. I'm not
Well,
gonna
Eric
let
Eric volunteered. You start going down the stairs, and you start hearing a soaring sound, like a saw is getting through something.
Oh, hell.
It sounds like it's above you.
Something bad happens.
I will rush back down to the piano.
Okay, as you're running down the piano, and also since you rush down the stairs, please give me a d20. Okay. So, you trip. You hit the wrong step. And since this one is a little... like, you know these steps a bit more, but you were very careless. It's not going to be that hard of a fall.
I hope not.
Okay?
Neither
So...
do I.
You are still alive,
Dead.
but you are bleeding very badly.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh, God damn it, Eric.
let's just say you're bleeding so badly, another set of bandages probably won't help.
Oh. Oh.
Tim?
Yeah?
So, downstairs, is there any books any nearby?
Downstairs. Oh, so I need to do another roll. Okay, good. Alright, there's that bookshelf downstairs in the hallway, but you're not downstairs yet. You just saw Eric have a tumble.
I go downstairs, but not as fast as him.
Well,
Wait.
now that you're going down the stairs, you also hear a soaring sound above you.
I look behind me to see if Nathan's okay.
All good, Nathan?
Yeah, sure.
You just waiting for Chris to also tumble down the stairs.
Yeah. And then I'll
go down afterwards.
and then tumble downstairs. Everyone dies here. Here and now. Okay.
So I go for the. So I go down.
Alright, you go down the stairs. And let me just... Okay, so that soaring sound, it stops. And you hear a snap above you. A chandelier falls, and please roll a d20.
Oh.
Chris. Okay, that... Go on, dice.
That's nothing.
Oh! Oh! This is a chandelier! Okay, so you try and jump out of the way, but you trip over... You trip over an old book. You're about to leap out of the way, but you stumble and fall over. And you take 2 points of damage from getting hit on the side of the leg as the chandelier falls and it just shatters everywhere.
I just scream, fuck.
You scream,
And
fuck.
then I'm going to walk down the stairs. Careful.
Nice and careful. Okay, you make it down the stairs, all fine. Nice and good.
Nathan.
I'm gonna help him up.
Thanks.
But you see all the mess, and you might be a little scared. So D20. You're a little afraid of everything that's happening. It might just happen to you right now.
You have a fear of chandeliers.
Okay. Right, so you are a little scared. Okay, you're pretty scared. That's another 2 points to fear. You're getting pretty afraid of this place. These guys, well, I was gonna say these guys are getting pretty hurt, but you're both hurt and pretty afraid at the moment.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Ha!
Oh, help. Right, okay, guys, I think I have a small idea. I've seen this in a YouTube video before, so this will work. I go take that old book that I found on the ground, or tripped over, I think. And I'm gonna take some of the pages out of it, and use them as bandages for Eric to stop the bleeding.
You wanna give that a go?
Yes, otherwise I wouldn't say it.
Well, so you're gonna try on Eric. Doesn't really do anything for Eric, at least. You try it, it doesn't really do anything.
Oh, and I'm getting gold. Nice. I'm gonna pick up the gold. Give me a moment.
All good. Yeah, remember when I said that bandages might not be as effective. Now, paper, that's probably not...
Definitely not.
Yeah! For Eric, at least. Yeah, at least for Eric, it doesn't seem to work. At all.
Okay.
He's in too bad of a shape.
Can you kill me?
Kill you?
Yeah, I gotta go. And
Oh, okay, there was a second chandelier. You die. Oh no! Chris!
Oh no!
I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have to roll a d20 each of you to see how horrified you are that your friend just got splattered.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll be back.
I'll roll and see if you actually die or if you get hurt and then run for it. Okay, you get hurt and you run for it.
Fuck this shit.
Let's just say if I rolled a 6, you would have died. Okay, so Nathan, that was pretty horrifying right there. Yeah, that was bad. Your friend just got really hurt by a second convenient chandelier that came out of nowhere. And alright. Let's just say you are absolutely horrified. You want to get out of here, but you're on a thread here of wanting to sprint out of this place.
I am so close to finishing the piano.
You are. You really are. Eric currently has the piano piece. But yeah, Chris, he booked out of there. He got out of there before you did.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Not die.
You're not dead yet.
Stuff that thing in the piano.
Am I on
Let's go.
1 or 0?
Health. 1.
Yeah.
You're still alive.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
Chris ran out though.
Chicken shit piece of ass.
But yeah, you've got one chess piece. Chess
Anyway,
piece?
I'm gonna go over to the
Piano piece. Yep.
plug it in.
You try that, and yeah, it goes right in. It slots right in perfectly in place. And you hear a chiming sound play. It's a jingle of sorts. It plays all throughout the house. It's not a happy jingle, it's like haunted, cursed, something isn't feeling right. But what do you guys do now?
Can I open the piano?
Yes, you can go for it if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, you open part of the piano, and right inside you see a bag.
What's in the
I'm
bag?
gonna.
It's a plastic
grab the
bag. Well, do you want to take a look in the bag? Okay, you open the bag, and
I was just gonna grab it. But
oh,
yeah.
you're gonna grab it? Yep, just grab it. Okay, you grab the
And then
bag.
I'll have a look.
You have a look? Okay, you grab the bag, and then with both handles of the plastic bag, you open it up very slowly, carefully. You're horrified. This place is a immense nightmare. You just want to get out of here as soon as possible. But as soon as you open the bag, it feels like a glow has just appeared over your eyes. It's an amazing sight. It's a bag full of candies. It's an amazing thing. This is something you've been wanting for the entire night.
I'm gonna stab him.
You're gonna. Okay. Well, you have your wooden stick.
Yep.
You want to try and stab him.
I'm gonna aim for the throat.
Okay. So roll
Stab him with a wooden
d20.
stick.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
high roll.
you successfully go for it, but Nathan, try and
Yeah.
protect against it.
Ooh.
Okay, he is fine. He is fine, but he did get a bit of a strike in the neck. He's alive though. He's
Not
bleeding
Was there-
horribly though, just as you.
Well, I just so happen to know that there is a window in this room, so I'm just gonna bolt out the window and run.
Okay,
With the
well,
candy.
the window is in the room with the where there's the smashed door.
There's not a window in here.
This is the
Okay,
one with
well, in
that
that
the drawer on the floor, and the piano.
In that case, I'm going to take the piece of glass I was given by Chris.
Oh.
Come back.
Okay, roll a d20.
Oh my god.
Well,
Never
okay,
lucky.
you both horribly failed here. So, you both stumble. Nathan goes for the strike with a big blade of glass, sharp and deadly. And then Eric stumbles out of the way, and yeah, nothing good, nothing bad comes out of this. You're both stumbled and further away from each other.
I'm gonna go to stab him again. Get this candy.
All right, you are further away though now.
Yeah, I'll lunge at him.
Okay, roll a d20.
Ooh.
Again, both of you swing, and nothing comes off it. You're again pretty far away.
I mean, I can.
Either of you could run, either of you could hide. You could do
Run
anything
him.
here.
I will pretend he's a door.
No, this is Nathan's.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna have another stab of him. then.
You want to go for another stab? D20.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell we're not.
Natural 20!
Boom!
This is the moment you've wanted! You've been getting natural ones this whole time! And then right at the end! Okay, with a big, deadly, and devastating swipe of your glass shard, you charge forward against Eric. You just, before he is able to dodge out of the way, you stab him right into the chest. Cut sideways, and blood pours out of him like the fountain that you found in the front yard.
Motherfucker.
You have now killed Eric. Eric has been slaughtered. He is no longer of the living realm. So do what you will with him and your candy bag.
I'm just gonna leave him behind and get out.
You walk outside, and as you do, with your candy bag full of sweets, and your bleeding arm, your broken nose, whatever, your scratches everywhere. As you walk outside, and a car starts coming down the street, you see a police car.
Jeez.
Holy fudge! You just had the most epic battle at the end. That was amazing.
I was ready to just get out of there. Like, what the fuck? Well, okay. If he's attacking me, then I'm gonna hit him back.
Just Nathan, you were so close to death. Not just with health. You had 1 point of health left, and you were 1 point away from being scared to death too. You're gonna have a heart attack.
Yep.
In either way. But you made it out. You kept getting natural 1s and then 2s and low rolls, and then when it counted right at the end, you got a natural 20.